It's never too early to start dreaming big for your retirement, and it's never too late to start saving to make your dreams come true. Whether you want to spend more time with your family, travel the world, volunteer for charities and causes you care about, or all the above, you can set yourself up for success by establishing financial habits now that will help you build the retirement you want. By the time you turn 30, you've probably been working for a while and have seen a decent increase in your annual income. However, several important life events often occur around this time that require a good amount of savings. You may have already experienced them or are preparing for them now. Getting married, having children, and buying your first house are common things for people in their 30s. In today's video, we will tell you about 10 ways to build wealth and a happy retirement in your 30s. But before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon to never miss an update. Now let's get into the video. Number 10. Solidify a financial plan. Your 30s are a good time to make sure you have a solid financial plan. Unexpected things always happen, but you need to know your short and long-term goals and have a plan to achieve them. Short-term goals might involve planning for children or buying a home, while long-term goals typically focus on retirement. If you don't already have one, make sure you have an emergency fund set aside to cover large unexpected costs that may arise. This includes hospitalization, job loss, unexpected home repairs, sudden car expenses, and any other unexpected expenses. Experts suggest saving at least 3 to 6 months of expenses. Your emergency fund will prevent your budget from taking a hit or going into debt. To achieve this, calculate the monthly needed and create a budget to determine monthly savings. Number 9. Avoid or pay off high-interest debt. The easiest way to pay off credit card debt is to never take it on in the first place. Always pay your balances in full each month if they are currently earning interest. A good rule of thumb is to avoid debt with interest over 5% and to aggressively pay off any debt with interest over 7%. Student loans are another complex issue. If you have private loans with no chance of forgiveness and high interest rates, it makes sense to eliminate them. The interest you save is like a guaranteed return on investment. Number 8. Prioritize retirement savings. The sooner you start saving for retirement, the more time you will have to take advantage of the power of compounding to grow your money. Get to know your qualified employer plans, QRPs, and make sure they work for you. If possible, contribute the maximum amount allowed to your government 401k, 403b, or 457b. This will help fund your retirement and reduce your taxable income. If you can't contribute the maximum to your QRP, but your employer offers a matching contribution option, try to give at least as much as the match to get the most out of this essentially free money. Number 7. Increase your savings every time you get a raise. What you choose to do with your raise depends on the financial goals you had before receiving it. If you're spending more money on your grocery bills or a new car you just bought, the effects of inflation could end up killing your raise. When you get a pay raise, increase your retirement contribution percentage. The average wage increase in the United States is 3% per year. Designating part of this percentage would result in greater retirement savings. This may not seem like much, but it also means it won't negatively impact your lifestyle. Small increases over time will yield significant results. Some employer pension plans are set up with the possibility of increasing your pension contribution annually, which is an effective measure. Number 6. Contribute to an IRA. If you don't have an IRA, consider opening one to diversify your investment portfolio and take advantage of its benefits, which may include a reduction in your taxable income. You can also contribute to a Roth IRA, which has no immediate tax benefits, but your withdrawals in retirement will be tax-free. You can also withdraw your contributions at any time without penalty. You're also likely to get more investment options with an IRA than in an employer-sponsored plan like a 401k. You'll likely have several funds to choose from in a 401k, but you can invest in ETFs, mutual funds, and even individual stocks in an IRA. If you have an old 401k plan from a former employer, you may want to roll it over to an IRA. If you open an investment account for a 401k rollover, you may be able to earn a bonus for opening that account. Number 5. Stick with stocks for long-term goals. At 30, you still have time to make up for market losses. Over the long term, stocks have generated an average annual return of 9 to 10% for investors, but this return does not occur linearly. Stocks often associated with potential wealth and dizzying volatility are the cornerstone of many investment portfolios. When you invest in individual stocks, you are essentially buying a part of a company, making you a partial owner. Volatility is part of stock investing, and you need to make sure you have a risk tolerance. But one of the big advantages of investing in your 30s is the time you still have for your money to accumulate before you reach retirement age. Use this time horizon to your advantage and consider investing in stocks through ETFs and mutual funds. Number 4. Generate income outside of your salary. If it fits your lifestyle, focus on reaching your retirement goal faster by working for yourself outside of your day job. Take on odd jobs for family or friends that will add funds to your savings account. Remember, every penny you save now brings you closer to retirement when you turn 30. Some full-time jobs don't allow you to work at other companies. Check your contract or inquire with your human resources contact. You may find it easier to work at your current job and get raises, bonuses, or promotions rather than focusing on other jobs outside of work hours. Think about what skills or abilities you can turn into additional forms of income. It could be a gardening or landscaping side business or a freelance writing business. Try to maximize your skills and increase your savings. Number 3. Develop a retirement plan withdrawal strategy. If you are looking for financial security in retirement, it is important to have a well-planned retirement strategy, also called a withdrawal strategy. Indeed, choosing the best way to access and spend your retirement savings will help you get the most out of them. The 4% withdrawal rule requires that you withdraw 4% from your retirement account during the first year of retirement and then adjust subsequent withdrawals for inflation. This may be too much or not enough, depending on your financial situation. This is why it is important to start planning as early as possible. Remember, you'll need at least as much as you currently earn just to cover your current lifestyle. With your financial advisor, you want to dive deeper into your planning strategy and determine whether you are ready to retire or how much you can withdraw each year during retirement if you decide to stop working. Number 2. Proper risk management. The next big thing to do when planning financially in your 30s and 40s is to have good risk management. Let's start by going back to health insurance. When you're planning financially in your 30s and 40s, you're likely in a situation where you're still working and have health insurance through an employer-sponsored plan. However, once you retire, this is no longer the case. Many people wait until age 65 to retire because that is when they are eligible for Medicare. But if you've done a good job saving diligently and want to retire early, they should have some health insurance options. They can be expensive, but if you can afford them and want to retire, it's something to consider. You may not at this point when planning financially in your 30s and 40s, but it's definitely something to keep in mind when planning. There's home insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, property and casualty insurance, auto insurance, and the list goes on. Each of these can play an important role in financial planning in your 30s or 40s. Be sure to review and update your insurance coverages as necessary. Number 1. Plan your investment portfolio correctly. Retiring at 30 is not easy, mainly because you will have fewer years to accumulate wealth. How to compensate for this loss of time varies. If you're lucky enough to have a high salary, you can afford to invest more modestly and still have enough assets to retire at age 30. If you don't have a high salary, you can use a more aggressive portfolio to help you achieve this there. Remember that aggressive portfolios are largely made up of stocks, which can be volatile. Either way, success depends on a solid plan and your investment strategy. When investing, you can work with a professional wealth advisor to help you create a plan. Keep in mind that financial advisors typically charge fees or commissions, but if your plan to retire at 30 relies heavily on a smart investment strategy, then it could be money well spent. That's all for today. Let us know your views in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video before leaving. Thanks for watching.